Hello folks and welcome to another Mac Tactics by me, Tactical Mac 7 on YouTube. So this is one I've been wanting to do for a while. I've not really revisited this type of 4-2-3-1 since right at the start when I started doing videos, when I did that sequence of 4-2-3-1s. This is kind of in line with the ultra attacking one that everyone loved back then. So it's updated for the players we have and for the 100 depth. Now the 100 depth, you'll see a lot of these videos, I guess, across YouTube since I hit the pro scene. Now, 100 depth is not something that's going to stay around forever, but it is something that's really viable now, and I think, personally, the benefits of it outweigh the negatives of it. So that's why I'm putting out a tactic for multiple formations, or multiple tactics across multiple formations for you guys, just so you can play about with it and see if you like it. If you don't like it, drop it right back down to 60, because that's the sweet spot. 71, do you remember 71? You remember what 71 was like? You remember how OP that was for a while? 100 is just the same, if more so. It's definitely more so. What it does is it pushes your team so high up the park that your gap between your defense and your midfield and your strikers is so narrow that if someone tries to play in that area, you have multiple players. And if you use teammate contain, you have multiple players like conversing on one player. So you can get the ball back really high up the park really quickly. And if they're playing something like long ball or if they're playing fast build-up, what you're going to see is their players running beyond the ball, you winning the ball, and you being left with maybe 3v4 or 4v3 or 2v1 kind of thing. It's mental how you can do this. So the 4-3-2-1 that I put out on Monday, that's for me, that is a go-to at the moment. You know how I love the 4-2-3-1, so this is still one of my all-time go-tos. This is a bit harder to play than the 4-3-2-1, if I'm honest. This one requires a little bit of practice, a little bit getting used to just the way it sets up. And that's just because 4-2-3-1's a little bit more of a possession-based tactic, and we are using possession on this. So this is how I set up in game. A couple of changes after last weekend in league. We got Puskas unlocked, we took Cruz, we packed Xavi, and he got his upgrade with that interception. This card is mad, by the way. Like these passing styles, and that, yeah, happy is the attacking centre mid. We got Red Bellingham, so we've stuck him in. He's playing Cam for us. Again, great card. Saka's still there, even though he was getting dropped had England lost. Somehow they managed to get through. He got his extra playstyle, and so did Gomez. So this did. Klaus, he's getting replaced with Cafu. I've decided I don't like him. I would rather have Tavernier there, but putting Tavernier there puts Hernandez off chem, I think. Remember, it says 27 chem. It's not 27 chem. It's only saying 27 chem because these players are in the game formation, not the starting formation. A couple of games to show you. One's quite short, one's long. I've got some really, really good mistakes from me to show you as well. I'm happy. I've not had them for a while. I've been a wee bit consistent. So I love when I make a mistake, and I still win, but I make a mistake and I can show you that mistake and show you that I do it, and everybody does it. Any professional you look at will make mistakes. So I'm going to make a mistake because I am nowhere near a professional. Nowhere near. Right, let's get into the gameplay. Oh, remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Doing really well, we're smashing it. Thank you. Right, let's get into the gameplay part of it. Got a bit of a cold, so apologies if I sound a bit bleh, but a bit cold. So this is the first game in Champs qualification. Decent team. That Nunez card tears me apart in this game, you'll see. So straight into the 4-2-3-1. The thing I'll say about the 4-2-3-1, this is very similar to an old one I had, an ultra attacking one from one of my very first videos. There's some components that I've taken from that one. And it does take a little bit of time to get used to the shape and the setup of a 4-2-3-1. It's you think it would be quite simple, but it's not, weirdly. It's quite a, I'm not going to say complicated formation. It's just you always know that if you watch my videos from the start, you know I feel like this is the most versatile formation you can get. Still feel like that. So see we were playing with Saka, Bellingham, Puskas, all nice and high up in the pitch, very narrow at that point. So we're getting lots of passing options. We see we're able to put lots of pressure on him. Xavi, who's one of our CDMs, but our more attacking one, able to loads of stuff here. Here he gets a lovely, that could have been a lovely ball, should have been a lovely ball. Saka picking the ball fairly deep, but Nunez is back defending. He's playing a 4-3-2-1, so you can imagine how his team's going to set up. I get a lovely ball to Puskas there, and then it's that first touch from Mbappe. I was having trouble with my first touches in this game. Just felt off. Here, I don't know how he gets away from Gomez there. Gomez needs to be a lot stronger. But, you know, that's always going to be a potential issue of the 100 depth. Like I've said before, 100 depth, I just feel the benefits of it weigh out the negatives. So you see the shape we have here in the middle. It's nice we park deposit. So we have our back four sitting quite in this nice C shape. We've got our two centre midfielders, nice and close to each other. Then we have our four attacking players, Puskas and Bellingham. Bellingham's really high alongside Puskas. Mbappe and Saka, even though we're quite narrow in this formation, they're sitting nice and wide to give me lots of passing options. So here I can go to Puskas and go out to Mbappe and go into Saka. Bellingham's covered and he's covering Bellingham. This guy was a good player. He was a very good player. You can see how he's instantly covered. He's not putting any pressure. He could have any of these guys and put pressure on me. He's not doing that. He's covering the passing lane that he thinks I'm going to take. And we nearly get out to Saka. So defensively, we're quite happy with where we are. My passing wasn't really very good in this game, you'll notice. So here, I'm not getting it. I wanted Saka to hit that with his right foot, curling it outside, but you know he's left-footed, so I understand why he did that. You see he's closing me down very quickly with multiple players. You see how deep his team plays. We get the ball into Saka, and remember, Saka's playing as my right attacking midfielder, so you see how far he comes in to give us that option in front of goal. Just gives us multiple options. It's really important that with the attacking players we now have in the game, it's really important that we allow ourselves to be able to use all our attacking players. He did that quite a lot. Let's go back. So this is one of the things you'll find. What I'm finding with the higher ELO players now is this at this point. So he's drilling the ball forward to Smith, who's playing as one of his three in his 4-3-2-1. He's going to take the ball and turn back. And that's what I tell you guys to do all the time. Away, but look how far back he goes. It's mental, the space he's then getting. So nice movement there. I should have played that ball forward, but we get away with it. The pass from Bellingham was not good. Smith somehow gets turned. I think this was a game that made me decide that Klaus was not a long-term player in my team. Missed Tav in there. That's the Evo Ginola. Love a little clip forward to Nunes there. He did that a lot. I love that little clip forward. Smith coming back and doing wonderful defensive. You'll see multiple interceptions from Smith in this game. McTominay just doing that Boolean roll in the middle. So it's a nice game to show you because what about that? That was mad. I'll show you that in a bit more detail later on, that goal, because that was just a mad finish from the angle. So we're 2-1 down. And I was like, I've got a game on here. And this is only game like 5, I think, in the qualification. So wasn't expecting anything like this. So all I'm doing now is every time he gets the ball, I'm looking to cover the passing lanes. I'm looking to make sure he's not got an easy pass. And I'm doing those wee pass backs. And I'm looking for the pass back and then the through ball forward. And up until this point, he's covering it very well. He's looking for through balls, but I'm just looking to cover that. That was a poor pass again for me. It's a poor choice. I make a lot of bad choices with my passing in this game. So won the ball back. Again, we're just trying to find space. He's been very, very aggressive in the midfield. We managed to get through to Puskas, who's taken up a lovely position between the fullback and the centre back, and that's always where I want my striker to be. I feel like the runs he can get in that corridor is best, and that's why Puskas is on stay central. The three behind him, the three cams, they're all on free roam, but the striker is on stay central. There's the old whip ball out to your left back on overlap. It's the Marcos is a very, very, very good player. Klaus actually does really well there. And then we should have space, so we run into it. We know his left back's gone forward. Here I'm looking for the run. He's covered it so well. I end up messing it up, but I thought I'd won it back there with Cruz. Still don't have it. Now I've left a huge hole in the middle of my defence there, and luckily he can't punish us from it. I have to go back inside because, like I say, he tends to be covering with multiple players passing lanes, which shows you that he's a good player. I love the little chip forward. And Nunez, again, gives him a 3-2 lead. I'm like, right, fine. I'm not panicking at this point. There's points in this game that I got frustrated, and you'll have seen it. I'll try and point them out where I just like a pass goes awry, and I'm like, that's nowhere near where I wanted to pass it. And it's like there, I'm just like, what the heck? I could feel myself getting annoyed. And it's one of those things. We're all going to do it. We're all going to get frustrated. Coming up to half time, I'm just like, right, I've got at least one more opportunity before half time. If I can take it and go in at 3-3, I'm laughing. Here, I've got I couldn't remember who had Dead Ball Plus, and I was like, Cruz doesn't select Cruz. I'm like, right. What? You can see me hitting the button over and over again. It's not working. So there was obviously something going on with the connection in this game. So I just end up hitting it with Puskas. And somehow Campbell gets back and gets a leg in. I knew it was going to be one of those games when things like that are happening. I'm not able to select the player I want. Weird things are happening. I just missed the header at the back post there. So we get to halftime. Even that how I missed that tackle on Smith, how she guides the ball past Cruz at that point. He takes ages, so I've stopped the recording at this point, and something happened. Yeah, so I started recording again right at the start of the second half. Save me having to like skip forward. I was trying to do that to make it easier. So we're still 3-2 down. No changes to team, no changes to lineup. Just I took the full halftime just to chill, to reset my mental state, and this is a goal. This is a goal. This is what I want, and this is how we play. So when I get the ball in here to Puskas, you've got lots of players. You can see he's got his back four, plus he's got his four sitting in the 4-3-2-1 with his two up front. Now, you see how narrow it is. Look at the distance, and that's his right back, and that's his centre mid. Like, look how close they are together. So he's on a really, I don't even know what his tactics are, but you can see how close. It's really difficult to play through. When you get things like that, you have to be looking to play the ball backwards. Now, you've got two options there in the 4-2-3-1, two of your CDMs. And once you recycle the ball back to them, that's when you're looking to play the ball forward. Now, you're going to have options from Mbappe, Bellingham, Saka, and Puskas. So what I was looking for, I wanted him to grab one of his centre backs. As soon as he grabbed one of his centre backs, I knew I had space to run into. And that's what he does. He grabs Van Dijk there, misses a tackle, and then I've got acres of space. And that's the only thing. I was looking for that one moment, that one opportunity where he pulled a centre back out. Managed to find it, managed to get 3-3. And those are the fine margins that happen in the games in Weekend League once you're up to a high elo. And those are the types of things that majority of us mess up at. Don't know what's going on here. He stopped. He went to pause it, but then he's playing again. Because he was playing again, I just played on. And get super lucky. I mean, that's EA just saying, okay, I'm really sorry for everything that happened. And then this didn't happen in game, but for some reason the recording has frozen here. So I'm still here. I went into in the pause screen. I showed his team and how he was set up. That was a lovely finish. This is a good finish from Saka on his right foot. And then here, look at this Nunez goal. Boom. I wish I'd done that card. Didn't do the SBC. I didn't think it was worth it, but I feel like that was a mistake. So we've turned it around since halftime. We're now 4-3 up, which is good in the 6 minutes. Now, one of those goals, yeah, okay. EA have just given us that goal, but it happens against us. It happened for us. You know, we just deal with it. So again, he's bombing forward. Lots of players. Gabriel manages to get in front of him. We're finding a little bit more space now because as the game draws on, the fatigue in players starts to reduce the... Look, what? I don't know what pass that was from Hernandez. But yeah, tiredness starts to reduce your stats. Hernandez again, losing the ball. I feel like some of these Team of the Season players are getting a little bit weak now. Not Mbappe. How can Mbappe get weak? Wait till we see his 99 card, it comes out. So nice ball in there from Theo to Xavi. I would love a little ball to Saka. Van Dijk misses a tackle. And we managed to put the ball in for 5-3. And that's him done at this point. Yeah, so done. So we get into the next game. Another really nice team. That DeMarco again, who's a nightmare to play against. Nunez again. I was like, great. Really bad connection you can see in this one, as what seems to be in all the games we're now playing. So no, we're not far enough in it yet. Let's just see the defensive shape now. So our defensive shape at this point, you can see that Bellingham and Puskás play as a 2 up front, kind of a 1-1. Mbappe and Saka play as left and right midfielders, and my 2 centre midfielders play as like a more of a flat 2. So we're in more of a 4-4-2 now, and that's typically how we defend. 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2, 4-4-1-1 for defending is probably the best shape to defend in, outside of like the 5-4-1. So that's why I try and set most of my formations up to do that, and this one does that well. We carry on. So he's gone back. And he's got Rudiger at right back to... No, he's got Klaus at right back. So, what did he go into a 3 at the back formation? I can't remember. He's looking for that wee clip through, but Gabriel's there to take out. Don't know how I missed that pass. I don't know how I get that pass. So with Saka, we're just trying to go down the line. We're trying to find space. I was trying to commit his De Jong to going after me. I just find a lovely little ball through the middle of his defence there. And that's a nice thing about having 2 central players playing off each other. I managed to find a wee slipped through ball. So here I can see Klaus is free, but I noticed he was getting closed down, so I went back first, and then so close. But yeah, he's got Rafinha kind of playing a left mid position now. See how narrow Saka is here. We find Bellingham, go back to Saka, and I was looking so close to getting that ball through to Bellingham, but immediately I know from in the first 5 minutes of this game that I'm going to have opportunities. We do a wee bit tiki-taka, and you know, he gets a foot across. You see how high up we are the pitch. You see where my defence is now. They're not sitting back. Oh, don't want that one. I want this one. They're so high up the park, but that's forcing his players further back. So you see how deep his players are having to play. He's got this kind of back 5 shape. Someone's got a diamond in the middle now. It's a bit weird. And that's partly down to the depth we were playing. The problem is, if he'd see that run that he'd sent Rafinha on, I think it was, if he'd managed to get that run from Rafinha, I'd have been in trouble. So we're just kind of trying to keep pressure on him. He's doing this kind of slow run thing. He's not sprinting. You know, if someone's not sprinting in those sorts of areas, that they're not a bad player. You see how quickly our team get out, and watch this ball. That's just pure counter-attacking. We'll come back because I think the guy quits at this point. But you see, so we don't have the ball here, but you see where our team is, and we're keeping him a bit high up park. As soon as we get the ball, watch how quickly everybody runs. Now I send Puskás on a run here and play that ball from Saka. And that's what you can do when you've got such fast counter-attacking players in your team. Like, this formation just gives you tiki-taka, it gives you possession, it gives you counter-attack, gives you everything. It's all you want. And that's the end of it. So, yeah, that was a really, really tough game in the first one. You see how hard I had to work for that win. And then the second game, I don't know how hard that would have been. Got 2 quite early goals. Both of them down to the formation and me sending Puskás on the run. But, yeah. Like, subscribe, comment. You guys are amazing. We're doing so well with that. And let's get into the tactics. See you in a minute. So, that was the gameplay. Oh, that was... First game was awkward and annoying. I did it cold. I hadn't warmed up. So yeah, lots of mistakes. This is how the team lines up before we go into game. So 33 chem. Like I say, Klaus is going. Czech will probably go eventually. He's not saving an awful lot at the moment. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know if Ter Stegen gives us chem actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, we could try Ter Stegen. We'll put Ter Stegen in for a little bit. I'll play a bit with him this week. As always, I put a glove on goalkeepers. I don't know why. I just always do that. I just feel like subconscious kind of thing. I think, oh, they can't play well unless we've got a glove on them. Yeah. Right, so let's get into the tactics. And we have it in our defensive part. So here we go. Balanced defensive style. Width 38, depth 100, as you guys know. Build up play balanced and possession. You can move that to direct passing if you want. I felt that they were very, very similar. Like, I didn't really feel a big difference between the two, so I just kept it on possession. Attacking width is 45. Players in the box 6. Corner kicks and free kicks up to you. I have it on 2 and 2. That's how it lines up. Here's the instructions. On our striker, we have stay central, get in behind and stay forward. So you've seen how Puskas was the one that was scoring most of the goals. That's because he's in that position. He's the person we want in the box and ready to score, to take opportunities. Bellingham, we've get into the box for crosses and free roam. Mbappe, we've got come back on defence, get into the box for crosses and free roam. And our right cam, we have on come back on defence, get into the box and free roam. So we have free roam across the front three, like we did before, like we did 6 months ago. It's just such an OP thing. And you see that rotation, that movement you get, going inside, coming outside, brilliant. Cruz is our stay back while attacking centre CDM. So we've got him stay back while attacking, cover centre. We took off cut passing lanes from our previous 4-2-3-1 just because I want him to be a bit more freer. Xavi is on cover centre only. You can put him to stay back if you want, but I like having the more attacking element now in this point in the game. 2 centre backs, we don't touch them because we want them playing striker. Left back, stay back while attacking an overlap. And right back, stay back while attacking an overlap. Now, if you use D-pad tactics, you can set them to attacking in game, or if you want, you can set one of them to balanced and inverted. What I found is having them on stay back while attacking and overlap made sure those cams moved inside the pitch, and that's what we want. We want them to be getting in the box. We want them to be in that position. Our goalkeeper's on cover crosses and sweeper keeper, but you just do whatever you want with them. So, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Remember, I was getting frustrated in that first game. I highlighted the points I was getting frustrated, like the whole stopping thing that we all do. Only play this game while it's fun. If it starts to become too much of a stress, take a break, go walk around your house, do something. Do not let this game control your happiness, because it's so buggy and it's so full of rubbish things that you're out of control of a lot of it. So never, never, never let this game get you down. I'm always on the Discord. If anyone wants to send me a message, or if anyone needs to send me a message, please feel free to do that. Or on YouTube, send me a message if you want. I am more than happy to talk to anyone, because I have lost my temper at this game way too much to ever let it do that to me again. So please, never lose your temper at this game. Only play while it's fun. If it stops being fun, find something else to play. Just for a little while. You can come back to it. This will always be there. Right. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye.